Okay, let's get this shenazzle on the roll. Let me just fade out the music professionally. Hey, there we go. Not too bad. And what I'll do is pause that and switch you to the sim. Welcome, people. We are continuing. I just thought I'd take the chance while I've got time to continue our flight. Now, our last flight was a bit iffy, to say the least. It's because I didn't have GPS enabled. And I didn't realise. I was probably quite tired at the time, to be fair. I came off the back of a Twitch stream. Again, my Twitch is linked down below. And I'll be doing plenty of them as well, is the aim. So where are we? Let me just start my... Should have preempted that. I'm just going to start my multi-panel program in the background. That's fair. We can get an altitude of 1,700 feet. Probably put our heading towards there, as we'll need to come around, won't we? That's fine. We're getting our weight. We're going from Carlisle at the moment over to Charter Hall, I believe, will be our first stop. So we'll get going, and hopefully this time we can follow GPS a little bit. It's one of those things where you feel foolish not noticing you weren't in GPS mode. I couldn't lock on to nav mode. And yeah, things happen. There we go, fine day. We're up in the air, I've got it on live time. I don't think I've got it on live weather. It might be an idea today. Could be taking a risk. It's fine here, so let's see what it's like. Oh, looks quite nice. Now, what's happening with my altimeter there? That's better. I've just reset it. Started behaving funny already. Autopilot, heading mode. I must preempt nav mode. That's fine. Make sure I've got enough vertical speed in. 600 feet per minute is fine. And we're all off. I'll be stopping at Edinburgh for sure. Edinburgh, Glasgow. The idea: Edinburgh, Glasgow, over to Belfast, and then stopping at Dublin. That's the idea for today. We'll see how that goes and how time treats us. Right, so that's working fine. I've got nav mode. It's now turned on. It's not caught the magenta line yet, but it will do. So that's good, it's working now because I've got... What an idiot I was. Fancy that previous flight, if you've not seen it, go and look at my previous live stream. I didn't have GPS. I had Localizer 1 enabled, so I couldn't lock onto nav. What an idiot. Oh, there's mountains ahead of us, hills and valleys. Plenty of them in this flight. So we may climb as we go. And I think I'll be doing a couple of ILSs as well. ILS into Edinburgh and Glasgow would be the idea. There we go, going off. How are you fine folk watching? It's good to see a few people watching. The earlier stream, I had time. I've pretty much got a lot of time on my hands these days, so take that time and do live streams. It can go on for a couple of hours that way. Oh, are you coming into the nav, my friend? Let's just urge it into nav mode. Get closer to that magenta line, and we'll be golden. So yeah, Charter Hall, runway 1. I'm going to do a visual. There's no ILS there, I don't believe. So I'll do a visual runway 1. West Europe server, Flight Sim 2024 people. If you're close by, Doom Buggy Dan, are you with me, my friend? You might be. It's good to see you. I recognise the name for sure. He's in our Discord. I think he might be, people. Great. Are you locking onto nav mode? Come on. So do bug it out. If you can set up a route from to Charter Hall on the way to Edinburgh and Glasgow. I've got Campbelltown, and Aldergrove, Belfast, and then into Dublin. We'll see how time goes, and we may stop. I'm not going to be live streaming for 4 hours to get there. Oh, you never know. I've got time. I've started early. Why not? Don't think so, though. For my own sanity and your sanity. And my voice. Come on, GPS. It's fine. We're just getting closer to that magenta line. So yeah, don't make the mistakes I did. Switch your CDI into GPS. And you should be fine then. What a wally I was. Hopefully you can join us play whenever you can, Andy, you, Andy O. Whenever you can, we'll be flying for a good while, is my expectations here. And anybody can come. Right, we need to climb. Those hills are looking threatening. Look at the undulation here. Beautiful in 2024, I've got to say. I'm going to go to 2,500 feet because I don't trust my altitude of 1.7. Yeah, 2,500 will clear them. We are going into the... Well, we'll be heading towards the Highlands. And there we go. That's plenty of altitude. Plenty of altitude. I've got Navigraph open in the background. I'm just going to check Aldergrove Airport. Let's just give it a quick check to check the... sorry, Charter Hill. So it's E... Echo Golf Foxtrot Quebec. Echo Golf Fox. Did I get that right? Echo Golf. Oh no, maybe I haven't. Okay, well that's going to be interesting. We are going to Charter Hill. Let's just type in Charter Hill. Just a moment. Charter. No, I don't know why it's not picking up in Navigraph though. It should be. Never mind, it's where we're heading. How did I pick up? Just a moment. I can just Google Charter Hill Airport. Charter Hall, rather. Charter Hall Airport. There we go, I'll do that. RF, it's an RAF base, isn't it? Ah, okay. ICAO code. Okay, it doesn't give one ICAO code. It has no ICAO code. It's in Flight Sim 2024, but it's got a reference. A GB reference. Interesting. Ah, well. We'll be landing there anyway, with luck. Charter Hall. So if you just... you best... Well, it shows up on Flight Sim 2024, but apparently it doesn't have an ICAO code. But it does in 2024. It gave me one. In 2024, it should be EGF. Echo Golf Foxtrot Quebec. I wonder. Bear with me, people. Bring up the old EFB. Oh, EFB, have you not got... Why has it not got... Oh, okay. I do have a map, I do have a route set up, but it's not showing in the EFB now. Ah. You can see on my Garmin I've clearly got a route set up. Let's just see if the route's all the way in. Yeah, seems to be. Into Dublin. So if we can get closer to that, you should be able to see... Yeah, thought I was right. Thought I was going... Yeah, Echo Golf Foxtrot Quebec. Type that into Google, it won't come up. Type it into Navigraph, it won't come up. Very strange. Oh. Neat idea. We're going there, Blue Boy Pete. We're going to Aldergrove. That's Belfast, but that'll be after Edinburgh and Glasgow. We'll be going to Campbelltown just before. It's Campbelltown on the Isle of Man. Anyway, we're going to Campbelltown anyway. Listen, I've just inputted a route on the world map. I didn't fully research. Makes it more exciting, doesn't it, people? Look at the undulation. The hills. That looks glorious in 2024. That's why it's worth doing these flights. And I'll be cheating upon the way if I run out of fuel. Oh, I'm in 2024. Maybe I'll have to... Interesting. Go on that one. Go on that one. Okay, we'll see how we go. See how we go. Plenty of fuel at the moment. Ish. See how that goes. Hang on, why has that disappeared? There we go, it's come back. Don't disappear on me. Should be grand, I hope. We'll see, it gave me the range on the world map, so we should be okay. Might as well close them up. Get a bit more speed bled out there. So we're bombing along, if you're following. Doom Buggy, and he's in the Cessna 208. It's the Grand Caravan, good choice to keep speed. Keep pace. You should be able to keep pace with me there. Oh, I do miss flow badly. I could do with flow right now. There's Doom Buggy. Are you catching? Let's just see. Yeah, you are catching. It's good. You're in the medic variant. Is that for the airports we'll be landing at? Good choice, Doom Buggy. Or Dan, rather. Now, that information's disappeared again. We see a person out there. That's good. So we've seen people far away. Another person there. Lots of people around. A few people around. There we go. It's pretty high land around here, isn't it? We might have to climb again soon, Doom Buggy. We'll see how it goes. I could do with that, Frank. Control Shift F. What binding is that? Maybe I could set it up. That wouldn't do any harm. We don't need it yet, but I will do during the flight. What binding? I've not investigated that in 2024 yet. I was hoping flow would be here. Right, let's keep an eye on our route, routing. Runway 1 at Charter Hall, done. So it should be off. We should be pretty much lined up with runway 1. Famous last words. I don't know how it looks, this runway. I've not tried it. So you're definitely catching up. 3.24 nautical miles out now. See there. Hopefully it comes across. Is the stream okay, people? I always ask again. New internet source and all that schnazzle. Yeah, I've been too busy playing with my force feedback flight stick. Really enjoying that in the Spitfires. I want to get it set up for helicopters next. Got to move a bit of stuff around on my desk to do that. So I may try a quick helicopter stream. You never know. 3.18 nautical miles. So yeah, you're catching up. I'm just going to pop inside just to check. What's our range there? I'll tell you what I'll do, people. I shall set up a... Now, what's the keys on the keyboard? It's different for Flight Sim 2020, isn't it? 2024, rather. Is it Shift? No, Control with that. Alt. Oh, never mind. If I just set up a binding there. Control Alt 3, hopefully. Alt 3. No, it's not. Oh, okay. Never mind. I'll do a full stop somewhere just while I bind some other views up. So, it depends what setup I've got on my keyboard at the moment. I'm not sure. Set up a binding for that view, that would be handy. It's a range of 50 nautical miles. So, we're getting fairly close there. If I zoom in a little bit more. 35 nautical miles. I'm estimating we're just over 10 to 12 nautical miles out there. Okay, I'm going to set up my radio panels as well, just for ILS later, and that will tell us it's got a distant measuring equipment on there. That will give us a clearer readout. We can do it on here though, can't we? The distance. Just a second. Flight plan. There we go. So we're 12 nautical miles out. Thought I could do. So we're getting close to it. So I'm going to start slowing down a wee bit there. Pop these back up. Should start seeing it. 11 nautical miles, that's fine. Should start seeing it soon. Proper pints of Guinness waiting for you. Oh, lovely. Thanks, Pete. Missed the flow as well, yeah. I don't know, I've not checked. I was playing with the Velocity 1 flight stick for a quick test. And I couldn't get it working when I was testing it, but I've not thoroughly tested it, Pete. I need to do another video on that, because it was, yeah, I'm not happy with the one I originally put out, so I shall do an extra video, now I've got time, on things like the Velocity 1, yoke and flight stick, and the whole test one again. Like 9 nautical miles out from there now, so we're... should be able to see it soon. What's our speed? Get it down to about 120 knots so I can put my gear down. Yeah, it's going to be one of those airports, isn't it? I don't need it in that view. I could keep it in that view, in fact. 8 nautical miles out. Can I put my gear down now? Okay, it's off. Looks like it's this. Yeah, okay. There we go, trying to spot bloody airports again. Very close to it. That's fine. Did I go straight to... no, 10 degrees of flaps, that's okay. Ah. I'm looking ahead, seeing if I can see it. We should be straight ahead of us, straight on our flight plan there. This is live weather, people. It's not bad, is it? What's it saying? 5 nautical miles out, so literally dead ahead here. what's the aircraft doing? Let me just check the speed out. Speed's fine. Ah, there it is. Got it. Duh. Terrible at spotting airports. Doom buggy Dan's there. Well done, my friend. Bring that view out. Another notch of flaps. Let's slow ourselves down even more here. So it's slightly out of flaps range, but no worries. Touch and go there, Dan. Runway 1, dead on there. There we go. I try not to use external program. I mean, you know, you'd have charts and EFBs and things in real life now. So external programs helping you in the aircraft, but I like to do things as best I can visually. And the more you do it, apparently the better you get. Right, that's low enough. There we go. Quick touch and go here. Line ourselves up. Let's check on you guys while that's lining up. No problem, Pete. Hello, Niels. How you doing, my friend? I'll get back to you in a moment. Let me just touch and go. Oh, go on, I've got time. I trust the aircraft. Thanks so much if it's got me well started to simming. Oh, thank you. It's simply lovely. Thank you very much, Niels. Niels. Right, here we go. Nice and slow. No need to rush, I'll just put my throttle up a wee bit. It's a bit low there on the old throttle. I'm only doing a touch and go, not full stop. Plenty of runway. Gearsy down. Flaps 20. I might use my multi-panel to bring the flaps up in this case. It's just a little bit easier. Although I do like interacting, as you notice, with the instruments in the aircraft. I think it makes it more visceral, more realistic. What do you people think at home on that? Do you use keybinds or button binds, or do you like to interact with the cockpit? I like a combination of both, but I try as much as possible to interact with the cockpit. Right, put it back on the old flight plan. We're there now, I think. Oh, no, no, get off. Right, concentrate on where I'm landing. That's fine, we've got it. Bang on. Just do a bit of floatiness. It's only a touch and go this, people, so... Come on, touchdown. I let that float a bit too long there. Never mind. Gears up. And get our flaps up. We'll manually come round to our heading here, a bit of trim. Back onto heading. And we'll maintain the altitude as well, 2,500 for now. Autopilot on, nav mode on, and... Ah, you see? It's switched. So this is what I didn't do last time, and I couldn't lock onto nav. Now I can. I don't remember putting it into localizer mode. Oh, I did. Maybe I switched it by accident there. Which is probably what I did last time, to be fair. Right. Okay, let's... Better. And we're going off to Edinburgh. So, Doom Buggy, Edinburgh. It's runway 24, ILS 108. Let's do this. 108.9. I'm going to type that in now. The identifier is ITH. 108.9. We have got 34 nautical miles, so I won't put it into localizer mode yet. GPS, what are you playing at here? Well, it's saying it's locked on to my mods panel in GPS mode. This is a bit weird. Now what for done? You can see I'm on the magenta line. I'm just following GPS at the moment. Never mind. I think I've confused it. I think I need to bring that around somewhat. What is my heading? 47? Oh, never mind. I'm following the GPS, so that's all good for me into Edinburgh. And I'll switch it over to localizer later. I will have to put a course, and of course 2.4 will be about 2.39 typically, 2.41, 2.39. I can double check that in Navigraph in a moment. I'll put it on 2.39 for the moment. Bad idea. Just a second, people. Turning nav off. Nav back on. Confusing that. I'll switch the course up later when I'm on the ILS. I won't confuse the poor thing now. I'll try and stick to my magenta line here. Now, has this fixed itself? Ah, it's fine. It's grand, we'll make it. Just joined from British Columbia, Canada. Almost 9 AM here. Oh, hello, Thomas. It's good to see you. Anthony, hello, happy flying. Tony. I'm not using the Moles stick for this. No, I will be doing it later. I was playing with it a lot earlier with the Spitfire again. Flying close to the valleys and ground, you can actually feel the turbulence as you come close to things like trees and hills. Fantastic. Really recommended if you're interested in getting it. Although Mark's, I saw a comment from you on Mark's video as well. The yoke looks as good, really. A bit more expensive, but as good. But the flight stick, I've got enough yokes. I'm more interested in those flight sticks at the moment. Yet to try it with helicopters, which I will do. Stream quality okay, peeps. Folks, people. Judge, how you doing? Prefer to use the cockpit buttons whenever possible. Adds to the real. Yep, absolutely. I'm with you for that. BR expat. Love old school navigation using VORs. Yeah, I've got to do more videos on that. There's a real old type of NDB flying with the Cessna 152 I want to cover. Thanks for reminding me. I can put that video out next. Back to basics. Oh, it's built like a tank, these things, Tony. They weigh an absolute ton. Stream is great. Thanks, Thomas. Always a bit worried with my past, with my history of streaming. Let's take a look at this flight plan down here. Is the AFB sorted itself out? It hasn't. Where's our flight plan there? I don't know. It should be in the flight plan because it's from the world map. Yeah, I'm not going to put it in again now. It's going to confuse matters. Never mind. 23 nautical miles to Edinburgh. Where's Doombuggy? Are you still with me, Dan? Oh, you're there. Next to me. Great. Well done, my friend. So, Dan, I hope you got that. 108.90. ITH is the identifier. Runway 24. Actually, I can put it to localizer now, can't I? So, I'm heading in the right direction there. Oh, course 239. roughly. I didn't check it on Navigraph. Never mind, it's about 239 for runway 24. So either 239, 241, within that ballpark, it should be okay. What's that black thing that keeps happening up there? Bring back that throttle a wee bit. Although we've still got plenty of legs to go there. But, oh, what's happening there? No, it's gone back into GPS mode. What? I didn't switch that. Funny old thing, isn't it? 239. Stay. I think it's a little bit buggy in that sense, 2024. Although I usually use the GT and XI with the 182 in 2020. It's a lot better. I'm going to bring that heading around a wee bit, just put it into heading mode. Bring the heading around a wee bit, just so we can coax the course deviation line in. Not too much. 55, what? No. About there. Bring that speed back. Probably lost you there, Dan, sorry. Although you probably got it. What have you gone to? Oh, there you are. Okay. So wait for that course deviation line to pop in. Yeah, my multi-panel is saying the same thing there. It's actually a bit more on my multi-panel. I've got 17.5 nautical miles according to my multi-panel, so that's slightly off. One of them is. Should be fine, just keeping an eye, and I'll switch it to... Oops. Where is it? Ah, there it is. I'm going to reduce the speed to 120, Dan, just so I don't overfly anything here. I've got to cross the localizer, of course, so going this direction is a good idea, because we've got to cross... Oh, I put it into... We've got to cross the localizer line, so maybe even putting it true north for the moment might be a good idea. As long as you're slow, you should be okay. Hope that makes sense. So I'm heading 350 degrees at the moment. Not quite true north, but going northwards. Let's say... Catch up with you all. Thanks, Pete. It's great, thanks. Would love to learn more about VOR. Yeah, I'll be covering more of that specifically in 2024. Who asked that question? Niels, I'll be covering more of that in 2024. Amongst other things. I mean, what would you like to... Okay, I'll put a few videos out. I've got a few planned. Where am I going? Anytime. Ish. Glide slope indicators coming down already, so I'm going to go true north, Dan, and just be careful with this ILS if you're following it. I'm going to put the gear down. That's going to slow the aircraft down, which is ideal. When we put it into approach, it doesn't overshoot the glide slope. There you go, that should stay even now. Hopefully the glide slope indicator, we should be able to lock onto it. See what happens. So I'm not showing you many views on the outside at the moment, I'm just keeping an eye on the course deviation line. brother's home from work soon. I just want to tell him not to unswitch the internet, because that would be disastrous. He uses the same plug for the internet and microwave. He shouldn't do straight away. Okay, Niles, yep. Niles, rather, yep. That will be coming out soon. Come on, we should be passing that threshold anytime now. It's okay, the glide slope indicator is still above us. We're still below it, rather. Well, both. I've got faith in it. I always think at this point, have I done something wrong? But give it a moment. As long as the course is set. Yeah, it is indeed. Just keeping an eye on it. Don't want to miss it now. Any second. Remember, we've got to cross the ILS beam. So that's what we're doing. We got. If you imagine an imaginary beam coming from 24, in fact the other direction, it'd be runway 20, wouldn't it? No, it wouldn't. Stupid. 8. 6. Runway 6. Come on. Any second. We're very slow, so we're fine. We should be okay. Oh dear. It's like watching paint dry, isn't it, at this point? Give me the right identifier. ITH, right identifier. I'm just looking up here. Good grief. Should be there now. Just gonna wait for it. Hope it's working okay. I know that people were having problems with ILS in 2024, and I just wonder, because it looks like we've flown... To me, we've flown past it now. Put it into approach mode. So I can change this. This looks like we've flown past that localizer, people. I don't know. Alter the heading. Is that course deviation line moving in now? It is. It's locked on. Good grief! That was a strange one. I thought we passed it. Maybe we hadn't. I'm not doing that in heading mode. It's locked onto the approach. But I had to do. Oh, Dan's down already. What is that black bar? I don't know. Anyway. Should be golden there. We should come down to runway 24, hopefully. Let me just double check in Navigraph. Bear with me. So, EGPH. I won't switch you around, people. Edinburgh, open charts, approach chart. Runway 24, I've got it open already. 240, it's saying there. Okay. Course. Ah, it's bang on, isn't it? That's fine. I can switch that up to 240. It's not going to be much of a difference. Does that look like I'm coming in? I'm not sure about that. Doesn't look like it's even. Ah, okay, I didn't touch that. It's doing it by itself. Something weird is happening there. It doesn't normally do that. Now it's heading towards the runway. Never mind. And we've got 11 nautical miles. I can see it on my DME, on my radio panel. Go figure. $20.25, surely well, it is $20.25 now, isn't it? Full time. Absolutely. It is more like Flight Sim 2025 at the moment. Okay, looks like Dan's still coming down now. That's good. He's on the glow slip, it looks like. Probably. Yeah, if you see me flying on these streams... Oh, Tony! Hey, Tony. I was going to say join along, and there's Tony. Well done, Tony. What equipment are you... Are you in... No, you won't be in VR. What are you in VR, Tony? That's a sore point at the moment. There's the runways ahead of us there, so we're both coming in. No problem. Glide slope indicators are coming down, that's where they are on the Cessna 182. These two sort of little indicators here. I'll preempt. Not quite yet. When these come down a little bit further, I'll go to stage 1 flaps. About there, just before we start descending, that's going to help. There we go. Just keep us in the flaps range, wouldn't it? And we're descending now, so I can just bring that throttle back just to keep us within that white taper. Perfect. I don't fly in real life, Niels. No, I've done a lesson, but I don't. I want to do more, of course. I've just learnt a lot of simming stuff, really, over the years. And it's funny, whenever I do lessons, they can tell I'm a simmer because I always look at the instruments rather than the outside. I'm up in the air in real life with beautiful scenery around me, and I'm looking at the instruments more than the outside. Fascinated when you get into a real aircraft how the instruments behave. It's very similar, in fact. It's very close to real life in some ways. Apart from the turbulence and all that good stuff. Where's Tony? Are you ahead there? There's Doom Buggy. Oh, there's Tony, coming in the opposite direction there. So we'll do a touch and go here, people, and then we'll do a full stop at Glasgow. We'll do another ILS at Glasgow. I've got to look it up yet, but I shall do that. Runway 23 Glasgow. If anybody wants to preempt the ILS, that would be great. Tony, did you say, so when you said yes, you're in VR, yes? That's fine, I can slow down as we come closer. Let's get there a bit quicker. So this is Edinburgh, people. Looking like a busy airport, isn't it? You are, yeah, great. Yeah, I've got to try the VR with with this force feedback. That would be something, wouldn't it? Spitfire in VR with the force feedback. Flight stick. All things to try. Okay, coming down, coming down. We'll take it off autopilot, of course, when we get just before we get over the runway. And that's Tony. Are we going to touch down in tandem? What is that? The H, what is that? Not a helicopter. The H125? There you go, of course, perfect pappy lights because we're under autopilot. Just go to another stage of flaps, I'll do that with the multi-panel. And then autopilot off and a quick touch and go, people. Don't need to worry too much about speed here because we're just touching down. I'll slow down a wee bit more. And about there. I feel good about that. Autopilot off. Gears down, I can see from the... Yep, gears down. Just double check. And nice and simple. Get down a bit more there. A little bit more. Bring that throttle back. Nice long runway. Still a little bit of a dead zone. I didn't realise that in the honeycomb. Just a little bit. There we go. Nice touch and go. Up we go. Bring those flaps up. Just trim up a little bit because it's wanted to go nose down after I bring the flaps up and gears up. Off we go. Autopilot, nav, put it back into GPS mode, nav. Make sure my vertical speed is decent, it's 800 feet per minute. Should be grand. That should lock onto the GPS. Oh. 50 hours of total flight time, hey, that'll be in 2024. Ooh. Surprised it's not more. Look at the scenery there, isn't that beautiful? That's stunning in 2024. Wow. Okay, off we go. Did anybody preempt the Glasgow? Thanks, Pete. What server? West Europe, Frank. Come and join us. Oh, you can't see us. Hey. Should be able to. We're just taken off from Edinburgh. Double check for you. Sorry, people. Flying with me. I'm just going to double check the server. Online. West Europe, yeah. Right. Glasgow. We've got 33 nautical miles. So what I'm going to do here quickly is type into Navigraph. Ports. Glasgow. EGPH. EGPH. Oh no. EGPF. EGPF. Right. Open charts. We want runway 23 ILS. That's fine. Don't worry, I should show you this. Sorry, I'll switch you next time. 228 the course. 110.10. 110.10. Identifier is... Where's the identifier there? IAF. IAF. Course 228. 228. I'll come back to that later. So I've got the correct frequency dialed in, and then when we get closer, like 20 nautical miles out, I'll switch it to the localizer mode. All very straightforward. 2024, Frank, yes. You should see us. Although it still might be playing up for some people. Just make sure you've got all players selected. Or live players or something of that sort. I'm in lifetime live weather at the moment. Although I have paused. There's Tony down there. Good. I thought I lost you for a moment, Tony. There's Tony. There's Doombuggy Dan. We're doing grand. We're making good time on this one, people. We might get to Dublin. Just get rid of something in the background. I don't want to save it. That's fine. Make sure you're still... Yep. Sound volume's okay, isn't it? I'll just turn it down a wee bit more just in case. Brenz is asking in the Discord, did I retire up north? Not retired yet, Brenz. I've still got a few years left. But I'm up north. I see what you mean. It's a way of speaking, isn't it? Yeah, I'm up north. Back up north. With an accent like that, he's always been there. I don't know. My accent's quite mixed at the moment. I'm well aware of it now. I'm back in the hometown. That well, I am who I am. After a matter of time, I don't care what people think. So there we go. It's all very jovial in the Discord, of course. Next time, Frank. Okay. Live weather on Mac, yes. Oh, look, live weather. It's a rare day in Scotland, this. Right, going over 24 nautical miles. I don't know if that's accurate. Is anybody near that part of the world? That part of our great UK British Isles? Anybody near here? Is this accurate weather? Right, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. So let me just double check with Navigraph again. Courses 228 identifier IAF. Okay, 228 identifier IAF. So over to localizer 228. So with the 182 you've got to manually change the course. Identifier. Oh, I don't need that much of a... I'll put it into heading mode. Bring that heading round. And go that away. That should be fine. Heading off 318 at the moment. Identifier oh, it's not the right identifier, is it? It's picked up the right airport. Hang on, did I get the right identifier there? Could be me being stupid again. Oh, no, it's showing IAF for the other end. Oh, sorry. My mistake. It is correct. For runway 23, it is IOO. That's correct. Maybe it's IOD. I think it's IO0, maybe, or something of that sort. But that is the correct identifier. Don't worry about my heading at the moment. I'm just trying to intercept the beam of the glide slope, basically. Correct course. Everything's correct. Put it onto the flight plan page to see where we are. I've got my DME actually on the radio panel showing me how far I've got to go, so I can keep you... I'll keep you there so you can see how close we're getting or not. Alright. It's alright. Afternoon, Kevin! Not sure if it's just the way it's streamed, but graphics do look better... Don't look better than 2020. They do to me in Scotland, absolutely. I can see the improvements of the undulation. It could be the way it's being streamed. YouTube's always a bit funny. It's actually better to stream on Twitch, I found. I don't know, no, I do prefer to 2024 graphics in these parts, I'm afraid. Well, I'm not afraid, it's just my preference. I mean, they're similar. There's nothing wrong with 2020 graphics anyway. I don't know. I prefer the undulation. The way it's displayed in front of me, I prefer in 2024. It looks more realistic. What do you guys think actually on that? Yep, all settings are fine. Oh dear. Okay, Frank, I don't know what's going on there. We're landing at Glasgow. I'll do a quick full stop there because I want to change. Frank, was it you that mentioned the fuel binding? How's my fuel doing? I've got plenty of fuel actually. So, half a tank in each, haven't I? Okay, let me just switch again, people. Let's just see where I am in relation to Glasgow. So 2-3, yeah, it could be right. $16 nautical miles, gonna slow down to about 120 knots. See if it behaves properly this time. This should start coming in, like the course deviation line. Glide slope indicator's already coming down a wee bit. Don't want that to come down too far. Is it coming down? Look. Is that just my imagination? No, I think. Okay, hopefully we'll do soon. Come on, aircraft, slow. Yeah, that definitely looks better to me. The visualization there in front of me. Oh dear. Just want to climb a wee bit. 3,500 for now. That will help slow us, won't it? Just going to keep an eye on the glide slope indicator and indicators and the course deviation line here. Climbing up, we should be okay with the terrain in front of us. The mountains, that's beautiful. Hey, how you doing, my friend? Are you having a sunny day there? It's displaying so in 2024. Fine with it. Course deviation line's going to come down. I'm going to press my approach on my multi-panel so I don't miss it. Yep, that's worked. This time it worked fine. Maybe it's because of something I altered before it didn't work last time properly. It worked eventually, but not the way I expected it to. Did I not put my gear down? It is now. Absolutely fine. We're locked on. Approach mode. Glide slope indicators either side when they come down to centre. I shall put it into stage 1 flaps. Sunny but cold. Okay, it's quite warm here in Manchester. I was walking around towards the centre before and goodness, had to take my coat off. Switch it back to map. There we go. Coming in. Advanced water. Hey, somebody's got a... Look at that. That is beautiful. Is that not coming across on the stream? It's looking beautiful on my end. Nothing wrong with 2020. It would still be the one I'll be flying. I just think this... I still fly it, in fact. I just think it just beats it a little bit in the graphics and undulation. Goodness knows what. Right, stop mousing around. There's Dan coming in. Quick swig of juice. That's a low speed. It's strange the speed has slowed down so much. I'm at 50% throttle there, people. I'm just going to nudge the speed forward. Let's do a full stop here, Dan, just so we can stretch our legs and things, and Tony. And anybody who wants to join us then can join us for the last leg. Fair warning, guys. So Glasgow Airport, Echo Golf Papa Foxtrot. Oh, there's Tony. Look at that. Tony right next to me there. That's beautiful. Look at that. Stunning graphics. Is that not coming across on the stream? I know it's a lower bit rate for you chaps watching. streaming at the best quality I'm able to with the internet. It's better than what I had in those terms. Right, as the glide slope indicators come down, let's put it down to stage 1 flaps. We've come out of flaps range on our ribbon. I wasn't keeping an eye, but I can fix that. We were near enough to flaps that we can do that. Bring that speed down now to about 30% throttle. And keep in mind, this aircraft is not crater approved. It supports of the 2020 model. It's essentially 2020 model in 2024. So this may not be quite as accurate as the 2020 model. There we go. Advanced water. Grab some advanced water, Dan. Pete, we're on West Europe. You're watching 1080p, that's what I'm streaming at, Joseph. Yeah, that's great to hear. Thanks, my friend. So maybe if you're watching at a higher resolution, it won't look as good, people. I am getting a 1440p monitor at some point. So I'm getting a gaming chair first, because my backside aches. I'm using a dining room chair to sit on at the moment. It's cushioned, but not cushioned enough for my rear end. Saw a gaming chair out on Amazon. I'm gonna pull the trigger on, I think, just to save my back and bottom. Dear. Right, 5.6 nautical miles out. Are we still in tandem there, Tony? Ah. Where are you? Sorry, it's under autopilot control. I can Swiss around the outside. Oh, there's Tony. Ain't we near enough in tandem? Runway ahead, you can see we're nicely lined up. I don't want to reduce my throttle too much because it will start, you know, once the glide slope, once the aircraft tries to correct itself on glide slope, it'll bring the nose back up and down, and it's fine where it is. We're within the flaps range. I'll do that when we get a bit nearer. Yeah. Not good for me at the moment, Kev, but it will be when I get it, hopefully. Yeah, I've got to say I'm quite impressed with the graphics generally, overall. I mean, Orbix North did a good job in this area, but that does look brilliant. It's just the distance you can see now. See way out with 2024. Look at that, the Anderlecht. That looks brilliant with the mountains, the way the clouds. Oh, it's clouded over a bit here, isn't it? The clouds, the shadows, beautiful. Yeah, it's quite a big improvement in that sense, I feel. Okay, I should come down another notch of flaps now. Get a few people flying. I want to capture people landing over Campbell Town. Now, is that on the Isle of Man? I'll Google that in a second to check. It's on an isle just before you get to Ireland, anyway. Right, autopilot off. I can control it from here. Got my gear down, I can see, I mean, 20 degrees of flaps. I could go another notch of flaps in fact, it won't hurt. Famous last words. Bit of a flare there. That's fine, I can control that with my throttle. Oh, we should be grand. Let's try and land on the numbers. Oh, near enough. That's fine. Right, and then we'll come off to our... Let's bring those flaps up. I use my multi-panel for that, just for ease. I mean, it's good in that sense, using something like a multi-panel with a flaps lever. Flaps lever is handy, but again, I do enjoy interacting with the instruments in the cockpit as well. Right, Dan, I'll just park alongside you, my friend. Try not to hit you. There we go. It's fine. And is Tony still... Oh, Tony's coming in. Which way you land? Oh, you're in a helicopter, aren't you, Tony? So don't be fooled there with this aircraft. He's in a helicopter, hovering. What are you using there, Tony, as your controls? Make it more difficult for him. Quick stretch, guys, before we go on to our next 3 airports. So it's Campbelltown, Aldergrove, that's Belfast, and Dublin. Oh, is it? Okay. Oh, okay. Hugh, I just input it on the world map. So it's northwest of Glasgow. So I'm just stretching my legs a wee bit, massaging my backside to make sure it's not dead. That's better. I never had to do that 10 years ago. Right. Don't forget the mid repellent. Your force feedback stick. Did you get the Moser, Tony? So just bear with me a second, people. Dublin, CAO. Why is it not giving me... Just bear with me a second, I'm just looking something up. Yeah. ICAO call for Dublin IEDW. I didn't write it down, that's all. I was going to leave that till we get on the flight and make it more exciting. Okay. I think there's only one thing I want to check. Frank, are you still there? Or anybody in chat? How do I've not even looked into it. I was thinking of binding a combination to add fuel. Do we need more fuel? Saying we're pretty stacked at the moment. Let's see. We'll get to Belfast, I think, with that. So, guys, with Dan, I'll give you fair warning before I start. Oh, he's up already. Oh, he's logged off. Oh no, he's there at the other end of the runway. Yeah, we're going to take off in the same direction, Anthony. And is anybody joining us? Does anybody want to come out and play? People watching, come and join us if you can. Campbelltown is the start of the Western Isles. Okay, thanks. 3D printed a Rhino FP Force. Very nice. Niels. I prefer Navigraphy. FB's not quite there. I mean, Navigraphy, you just get much more information, don't you? You know, I could show you. I guess I could do. Just bear with me for a second. If I go to desktop and then do that, you should be able to see, hopefully, Navigraph there now. You can just get so much more information, just so much quicker. And it's okay for routing as well. It's just more thorough, I find. I think it's always going to be that way. People say that Microsoft did the dirty on Asobo. Yeah, let me show you, in fact. So the ICAO code for Campbelltown is EGEC. It's just so easy. EGEC. Hopefully you can see this. Just going to check that you are seeing the same thing. You are, yep. And then you get all the information there. Doesn't have... Oh, it does have a... No, it's got an RNAP for runway 29 there. Just going to land. Well, I was going to hope a few of you will land so I can record you there. So you can just type in your airport, like we're going to Belfast Airport. Don't worry, people, we'll be starting soon. Our next leg, EGAA for Belfast Airport, and there you go, it comes up. It's just so convenient, isn't it? And you know, so runway 25 I was planning there. You can overlay it on the actual map of the world there. I just find that so convenient. So yeah, much more. Switch it back now. Much prefer Navigraph. Better get on, guys. We got a few hours, a couple of hours of daylight time. Let's take off, my friends. Those who are joining should have joined by now. Oops, didn't have the parking brake on. Oh, and my rudder pedals synced. You know what? Bear with me again, people. Sometimes I have to do this. I don't know if it's because I've got them connected via USB ports. Just gonna have to cycle my rudder pedals through Xbox and then back into PC. That's it. Right, off we go. There you go, that's better. Now I've got full control over rudders. Or have I? Whoa! Whoa, 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 that was a bit... bear with me for a second, people. Famous last words now I have. Something very strange. It didn't like that 2024. It's stuttering like crazy. This is not me taxiing badly or flying badly. It's just gone very, very... Oh, stuttery for a moment there. Okay, I'll have to look into that. I think I'm going to have to plug them directly into the PC. I've had a bit of trouble with my rudders via a USB port extension. I don't know if you saw the result there, but it was sending Flight Sim 2024 crazy for a moment. Okay, autopilot, nav mode. Let's see how you behave. Yeah, it's locked on. No, it hasn't. So I'm going to have to put it into heading mode to coax it round. Should be grand. Actually, which way do I want to turn here? Yeah, that's right. Keep turning aircraft and you should lock onto the magenta line. Once you start playing with the course mode, of course, it can send it. Mind you, I think it's done correctly this time. Oh. Nobody told me. I wasn't in GPS mode. Now I am. Right, gears up. Bit late, but never mind. Right. Distance is 46. Now we've got plenty of time. 46 nautical miles. Andy Roo, are you with us? Andy Roo, yeah, you were in the chat. You come to join us. You should be able to catch us. Hopefully. What aircraft are you flying there? CC-19. Yeah, see you've taken off. You should be fine. I'm not going too fast at the moment. Still climbing. Let's think. I think we can come down to 2,500 feet, people, and take it from there. grand. Oops. There you go, you seem to be catching us. Let's just see. No, I'm actually gaining distance on you, but you're only a few nautical miles away from us, Andy. So you should be grand. That's a man committed to the takeoff. I don't know what was happening. Catch you later, Tony. Did you? Okay. Thanks for joining us on the leg, Tony. Navigraph is awesome, Kevin. I think so. Yeah, I know predictive text. Tell me about it. I've done some questionable things with predictive text in the past. Ooh, that weather. Good old Scottish weather there, isn't it? Beautiful part. I was there last year visiting the Edinburgh National Flight Museum. Did put a video out for our members of me going up board Concorde there. It's brilliant. Yeah, I've sorted out these rudder problems. Not normally an issue, but if I don't cycle them at the beginning, it can be. Are you coming, Andy? Now, where are you? Still in heading mode for some reason. I've come off the course there. I wasn't paying attention. That should be fine. It should lock on. I'll coax it back to the magenta line. $40 nautical miles. Not a problem. Look at that. For a scene beautiful in front of me. Huh. And yeah, I seem to be getting the same audience numbers at this time of day, so I may just, you know, I'll stream at different times, and we'll be doing group flights, proper group flights as well. Plenty of them coming up. I'll plan our next around the world tour leg, and that will be in 2024 this time, people. Just be aware. So yeah, you know, different times of day, even mornings sometimes, maybe for the Australian viewers. And goodness knows what, and people who want to watch in the morning, UK morning, all times of day. I was tempted to this morning, but I had to go out hunting down a gym in the area, a local gym. I think I found one, just to keep my body in check. As I'm doing a lot of this now, I've got to do something like the gym just to keep myself healthy throughout the first part of the day. And who knows, you might find me on Twitch later. The day's early, guys. I may do it. I'm tempted to do a airline stream on Twitch. I'm checking out the Just Flights RJ Professional, I believe it is. I've not tried it yet in 2024. So right, Dan, you're on the correct course, of course. I'm just coming back to the magenta line. Beautiful, Dan. What do you think? Are you in chat, Dan? It looks fantastic, doesn't it? You're missing out, people. Live weather, live time. That is wonderful. West Europe, Pete. Have you got 2024 now, Pete? That's a joy to behold. That is wonderful. That's when 2024 can look stunning at times. Getting towards that magenta line. Right, runway 29er. How is that going to line up with our course? Let's just center my view, come down here. We should be straight on for runway 29, Dan. Roughly. Let's keep it there, because that is wonderful, isn't it? And it gets darker later up north, I've noticed. Oh, I've shrunk my window. It gets darker later up north. Okay, Niels, I'll see you later. I hope, my friend, you got mouse to feed, of course. Thanks for joining. It does look stunning, Dan. Absolutely. Outstanding. Is that you? Doom Buggy Dan. Dan Fonseca? Or is that somebody else? Whoever it is. Fonseca, rather. Whoever it is, it does look stunning. Look at the waterways there, very nice. I may have to keep it on autopilot and just tell my brother that I'm streaming, just in case he uses a microwave. You don't want to know. It is Doom Buggy Dan, yeah. Great. Perfect pronunciation. Oh, fantastic. That was lucky. It's going to be a first for me, hasn't it? Still not on that magenta line there. Oh, look at those mountains ahead. Isn't that stunning, people? It is for me. I'll watch the stream back later and see how it captures. I wish YouTube would adopt the Twitch way of streaming. I think they lower the bitrate on Twitch, but it gives you a better picture. From what I've seen. I'll endeavour to get the 1440p monitor. I should be okay with this system. Lower a couple of graphics down, but should look better overall. Now, do I need to be aware of those hills ahead of me? Just going to preempt that. May not need to, but I'm just going to climb to about 1,000 feet. Hopefully you're going to lock onto nav mode. Now, which way are you going there? Oh yeah, you want to come to the right, that's right. Yeah, I do need to climb, don't I? Is that on nav mode? No, you need to come to the left. Where are you going? Bloody aircraft. It's lucky I preempted that, because it's going to take me above the... Just keep going now. It shouldn't be more than 4,000. Sheesh. Right, I'm on the nav course now, Dan. Heading is... Oops. Switching to the right thing. Am I roughly on a heading of 250 degrees? Oh, the sun's setting there. Isn't that grand, people? Look at that. The cloud lying over the mountains. Look at that. That's stunning. You beauty. Defaults me to 1480p. 480p, oh dear. Oh, on YouTube, yeah. Have they fixed the exterior lighting as the beacon and nav lights were virtually invisible on flights in 24? I don't know, I've never really had problem with them, Kevin. You're also swinging you around to the left and right. Bank onto the runway. It's still not quite there with the instruments 2024 yet. It can behave a bit iffy. Look at that. Oh, come on, that is better. That's an improvement, isn't it? stunning effects there. Wow. Okay, I better just be aware. Just bear with me, people. I'll pop in the aircraft just to see. 17 nautical miles. Lucky I did do, wasn't it? Are we heading into thick cloud? I'm going further up. I don't need to come that high now. I'm going to lower my altitude to 3.4, 3.2. But it was stunning for a moment. A couple of people behind us there. I wonder if you're with us. If you are, welcome. Oh, wow. I'm giving you a treat at home, I hope. Yeah, touching gold and off to Belfast, Dan. EGAA. Alder Grove Airport. Pete, I hope you can join us for that one. Switching the wrong window there. It is much better. Yep. 2024. Now then. 14 nautical miles. I don't know the altitude. I didn't check the elevation of the airport. I'm just going to come down again, down to about 2.8. Low hanging cloud there. Blue boy, you are there. You are Pete. Pete's next door as well. Well done, my friend. Sorry I didn't catch you. Good to see you. Hey, it's good to see you in 2024. How's it behaving for you, Pete? Okay? I won't put you off while we're... Now, if I can capture a couple of you landing here. Be aware it's more like an airfield. I'm not sure if it's grass runway or not, so... Yeah. Fancy this one. That's my way of saying I'm chickening out. 12 nautical miles. You might want to slow down a bit, my friends. I'm putting it to 50% throttle. YouTube's a bit delayed, so you'll find out. There's another person ahead there too. Right, we're coming in, people. Oh, watching a YouTube on a 4K TV max setting, so it must be something with that. Yeah, it could be that, Kevin. If you're watching at 4K, I'm only streaming at 1080p, and YouTube pixelizes it a little too, I've noticed. Watching the streams back, it's a little bit pixelated, especially when I swing around the view. That doesn't really happen on Twitch as much. Popping, we're 10 nautical miles away from the airport, Pete and Dan, and that'll be closer by the time my voice reaches you because of the YouTube delay. Look at that. That's stunning to me. Ah, great. Elevation 20, so you maybe want to come down to 2,000 then. Well, you'll be landing, hopefully. I'll put my elevation down to 2,000, increase my vertical speed. Pull my throttle back more. As much as it allows. Well, we should be right atop. Yeah, we are right atop the airport there. Capture a couple of... See if I can capture you, Pete, if you fancy it. And Dan's going in. Runway... Sorry, did I tell you? Runway 29. Roughly on our flight. A little bit to the right, wouldn't it? Oh, okay. Whatever runway you can land on. So I'm just keeping an eye on things inside to make sure everything's behaving. 2,000 feet altitude. Nice and slow. What's that ahead of us? Is that the... Oops. I think I can see a runway there, Dan. So it should be pretty much on your... You're pretty much on it, I think. Where's Dan? Yeah, I think you should have it, Dan. If you follow Dan, Pete. Should be grand. I think that's the runway. I'm gonna go for that too. Let's get in the aircraft. Just a touch and go here. I think it's a runway, so it's enough of a marker for me. Come off autopilot, come to my left. It's a shame if I don't do this. Especially as I've got it spotted now. Get off. That's a runway, isn't it? I think. Looks like one. Sorry if I'm going to cross your path here, people. Advanced water does seem to be with us too. Good. And then after this, people, on to EGAA, Aldergrove, Belfast Airport. An airport I flew out a few times when I lived there. Quite a few times. On a little, like a Dash aircraft. I'm not sure it was a Dash, but it was similar. Over to London. Right, what's my aircraft doing? Let's just trim up a wee bit. Just keep an eye on my instruments now. Just make sure that is a runway. Can I see it better this way? It looks like a runway to me. If it's not, I'm landing there. How far am I? Maybe I can do it this way. Yeah, I can see. Okay, it's better. Stay in the cockpit. Gear down. Stage 1 flaps. Touch and go. Easy peasy. We've got some easy runways today, haven't we? Thankfully. Wonderful scenery again. Right, come to my right. Just hold my nose up just to keep it nice and level. I've got the board in the middle there. That's absolutely fine. Do I trust my rudder pedals? Maybe not at the moment. Usually fine, the Velocity 1 rudder pedals. It's just the way I've got them connected. There's the runway. Bring back that throttle now. Quite high. Pappy lights are perfect, in fact. That's surprising. We're grand. We're grand. So, same runway I'm landing on, my friends. It'll do. Well, it is the runway I had in mind, in fact. Again, runway 29 this should be. 29, yep. Touch and go. Nice and gently. Come on. Don't float too much, Lisa. There we go. There we go. Come on. Come on. I float. Wonderful things you can do with this honeycomb yoke. Rudder pedals seem to be okay. There's a heck of a lot of torque there. But seem to be okay. Up we go. Gearsy up. Sorry, flaps up and gears up. And back on. Well, you're going to have to coax it round back on the magenta line. In fact, let me just pause. Pop outside. Are we going to see... Yeah, I can see Dan coming down there. Hopefully I'll be able to see Pete as well. Dan's coming back up. Where are you, Pete? Did you touch and go already? Oh, there you are, Pete. Yeah. You're still with us. Don't worry about touching down here. We'll just go straight to... we'll just go straight to Belfast, Pete. Are you okay there? Let's get back in the air and go on to Belfast now. Am I on autopilot and nav mode? Oh, I need to come round. Let's put it into heading mode for the moment. I'm still in GPS. What am I doing with vertical speed? Into heading mode and nav. That should be grand. On to Belfast. EGAA. Runway 25. Let's look at Navigraph. EGAA, runway 25. We want a course of 247.109.9. 109.9 is the ILS. Identifier IAG. Runway 25, Dan. So runway 25, ILS 109.90. Identify should be IAG. IAG for giraffe. Goat. One of them. Both of them. Oh, what a wally I am. Pete, Dan, if you could just pause, active pause, my friend. Just going to wait for Pete, so he's just with us. It'll be great to get us all together. He's coming up. Try to multitask. We're just waiting for you there, Pete. Not to worry. Oh, Lars, Advanced Water is you. Are you with us then? So I'm just holding on for you both there. We're holding on for Pete. He's coming up now. Dan's active pause as well. That's great. Just be there he is. There's Pete coming up right next to us now. Take it off active pause now, Dan. And come to Navigraph. Elevation of the runway is... How do I find a bloody elevation again? Hang on a second. 268. 268 feet for airport elevation. 247 degrees for the course, depending on what aircraft you're flying. 109.90. 109.90. No, it won't be 1080p on a 4K. It wouldn't be great. Can't see you, Dan. We could see you, my friend. Well, we could do before. You've disappeared now. Definitely saw Advanced Water before. Oh, it's 2024 playing up a bit, isn't it? Keep going. Just keep going to Aldergrove Airport now. Belfast Airport. My elevation went out a little bit there. Well, you have to resync your altimeter sometimes. I've just done it. Flying over a slightly different part of the world. Per se. Right. Get back on nav mode for me. 44 nautical miles to Belfast. Then over to Dublin. Not a problem. Beautiful colours here, isn't it? Beautiful, beautiful. Right, there's nav calls locked on. That's all grand, so I'll give you when it settles, I'll give you a heading. Heading is roughly 193 degrees. No, it's not. Wait a minute. It's swinging me around again. Bear with me. Which is right according to the instruments. It should do as well. Are you staying there now? Heading 212 degrees. Maybe 213. 213 bearing. 213 bearing. Should be okay. Just hop over the water. Look at that. A lot of that's just default. I mean, they did do an update for the UK, of course, but still looks good. Right, we're grand. We're doing well. New message. Oh. Need to text my brother just to tell him. Okay, I'll reply to that later. Just texting my brother, just live streaming. There we go, just so he doesn't turn things off midway. Perfect. Right, okay. Blue boy's with us. Dan's ahead. Advanced water, we've lost you, but keep... Oh, I can see you in the distance, I think. You're back again. Can you see me, Advanced? No, you're not. It's a different person. It's Hepster. I recognise that name. Good to see you, my friend, if you are with us. And Andy Roo there as well. He was a nice chat before. It's good to have you all along. We must do more of this. Flying with my watchers. YouTube watchers, that is. It's all good fun. Yanaka, don't understand that, my friend. Are you saying that's you? Trying to get what aircraft you're in, Blue Boy. I got it before, I think. Ah, there we go. Let's come up. You're in. Bear with me. Beechcraft Bonanza. Very nice. Andy Roo. Let's see if I can get your aircraft come up. You have to move the external view around a bit. Hepster's in a Cessna 182 and Dan's in. See if I can get it up. The generic piston, which one's that? The BE58. Very nice. Well, there's Ireland. Ireland. My favourite place. My favourite. You know, I'm still tempted to go and properly retire over in Ireland, Southern Ireland. Very tempted if I can get the right price. Beautiful part of the world. Whole of Ireland is one of my favourite countries. So, how far to EGAA? Only 32 nautical miles, people. Dan, you're a bit closer than I am. How far? Oops. Don't do that. You are just 5 nautical miles, 6 nautical miles ahead of me. Didn't put the cowls down, did I? Close your flaps. There we go. Squeeze a bit more speed out of that. It's better, as you can see, a little bit more speed. There you go, keeping pace now. Now, Pete, have you disappeared? Are you beside me? Not sure. Funny things abound with 2024 sometimes. No, he's still there. Still got you, Pete. Glasgow 87. Hey! Great name. Alright, 28 nautical miles, so we're coming closer. I'll turn it to, have I put the right course in there? 109.9, just double check with Navigraph. Yep, indeed, IAG should be your localizer identifier. I don't have any Windwing products. I was hoping they'd reach out to me, but they haven't. I'd love to get hold. I think I've reached out to them, but I'm trying to make tea and fly at the same time. Good luck with that. Okay, Dan, no problem, mate. Yeah, Doug should get his walking, of course. Absolutely. Fully agree with that one. I'm sure the dog does too. Otherwise, you'll have a wet patch. I've only got a cat here in the house I'm living in, so she's no bother. To get a picture of her. She's not very happy with me. Until it comes to me feeding her, she's never really that bothered with me at the moment. Right, okay, so when we get a little bit closer, maybe 22 nautical miles, I'll switch it to localizer. Course should be 247. So I'll change the course as well. Over to beautiful Ireland. It's well predicted. It's well presented in Flight Sim 2024, isn't it? I find Ireland generally it looks lovely in many areas. Okay, I think that's enough for localizer. Localizer switched open. 247. 247. Just double check that with Navigraph. 247. IAG should be the identifier. IAG has come up. Identifier, so we're locked on. Hope that's understandable for people. All that jargon. And we're okay at 2,000 feet to land there. We should intercept the localizer, no problem. Just follow me or Dan, Pete, and Hepster, and whoever's with us. Dan's gonna get down quick because his dog's probably biting him at the moment. Get me out! I want to go out. Walkies! Sorry, Dan. We're on West Europe, Ed. West Europe, my friend. And after this one, we're just going to Dublin, so we're on our, we're going to land, touch and go here, and over, well, for Dan it's a full stop. For the rest of us, it's a touch and go, and over to Dublin. For our final for this one. And then we'll do another stream maybe tomorrow, the day after, going back. We're going to land at Haddiston International, haven't we? The original Haddiston International. London City. Got to do all that. Fuel has lasted, in fact. I might have it on unlimited fuel, in fact, people, so don't pay attention to my fuel there. I think I might have done that. No problem, Ed. How did your dog react, Dan? Should I say it again? Oh dear, I won't. Poor dog. Okay, so again, we're intercepting the glide slope. So just give you a illustration of that. Landing at runway 23, we'll want to cross over the beam of runway 23, which will be this away. which I'm going to come more to my left, just to make it easier, maybe 180 degrees, so due south, so we cross that beam before the glide slope indicators come to centre. We don't want that to happen. I'm going to slow down, 15 nautical miles out. I don't need to slow down vastly yet, but I just want to give the poor computer, as it were, time to, well, the poor aircraft time to lock on, goodness knows what. Should be grand. Blue Boy's right with us, there he goes, right behind me there. Hepster's not too far behind. We're doing grand. How's your tea going, Pete? You've probably burnt it by now. So we're all getting along there, it's good. Good few people watching, it's good to see you people. Hope it's coming across okay for you. Live weather, live time. It's a lot brighter here, Pete. Is it like that in Belfast at the moment? Very nice day. So over we come. 247, I believe, is the elevation. 248 for the runway, so you should be grand at this elevation. 268. 268. Is that the default? No, it's a 182, my friend Tell. 182 aircraft. It's ported over from 2020. Not creator approved. But it's working okay. Touch wood. It's a bit faster than the 172. Get to about 160 knots, which is good for this kind of flying. In fact, I might switch it up for the next stream, do the Grand Caravan. That's another good aircraft to fly. Got to do Spitfires at some point together, haven't we? That'll be fun. Choppers and things. Lots of plans. Choppers are a bit of a handful in 2024, I've noticed, but still flyable just. Should be crossing the beam of that ILS anytime soon. Just keeping an eye on these 12 nautical miles out, keeping an eye on the glide slope indicators. What is that box up there? I've only had that over the past couple of days. A little black box appears up here. 2 weeks of beautiful weather. Fantastic. It's great to hear, Pete. It's unusual for Belfast, that, people. Fantastic, vibrant town, Belfast. One of my favourite cities, in fact, as a city. Really like it. Had a few good laughs there in Belfast. Great pub right next to the train station. Never remember the name of it, but good pub to go into. Just across the road from the train station, from memory. Should be triggering. I've got it on 247. I've got the right identifier. I've got faith in this aircraft. Coming down to about gear down range on the speed, just a bit slower. Get to about 120 knots for gear down. I mean, anywhere there for gear down is fine. I'm gonna do that now. Oops, what on earth happened there? Gear's coming down. Come on. Blue Boy's right next to me. Silver Man might be flying with us there. Hepster, are you still there? Maybe. Let me just keep an eye on my instruments here. Let's just see that it's moving in. Approach mode. All's golden. How's that? Put in stage 1 flaps. 10 degrees of flaps. That's going to slow us down even more. Wind farms ahead, just be aware. Not a problem. Quick touch and go here, Pete. I think Doom Buggy Dan's gotta walk his... Walkies! Gotta walk his doggy. Locked onto ILS, great. Oh, the central bar, that's it, Pete. Yeah, fantastic pub that. Really lively over the weekends. Oh, no ILS for you, it's your local, yeah. You know this like the back of your hand, I expect. Sun's going down now, live weather people, live time. We might get to Dublin in dusk. I don't know. If it's similar to me, we've got another hour of sunshine. What is my local time in the Sims? Just going to pause slightly there when I do that. Yeah, it's the right time. Exactly the time it is local. Right. Glide slope indicators should come down soon. 9 nautical miles out. Dan's locked on to the ILS. It's grand. Check where Pete is, just there to my side. He knows what he's doing here, Pete. Ah, Hepster, you are there, my friend. Great. Hepster's going in for a landing too. Calabar man, maybe. I don't know about Andy Roo's still behind us there, and a couple of other people. Great to see, people. Can't see the airport yet, but I know it's ahead of me. I hope. Oh, if Dan's there, it must be. Are those, it looks like a steep glide slope here, Pete. Is that correct? At Belfast. The glide slope indicators are still not down yet. 7.5 nautical miles out. Should be okay. No worry, Dan. Get your doggies walked and see you soon. Thanks for joining. Right, glide slope indicators are you moving down? This is a little bit worrying. I'm now 6 nautical miles out. I may have to go autopilot here. They are moving down slowly. It's a steep glide slope, people. I'm going to preempt it. Oops. Stage 2 flaps there. Bring that throttle back to about 40%. If it's anything like London City, you've got to be really careful on this glide slope. 5.5 nautical miles out, and the glide slope indicators just come to centre. We're in approach mode, so it should follow. There we go. Ah, we're fine. A wee bit back on that throttle and we'll be golden. Not a problem. See the lights of the runway there, just ahead there. Not a bother, Pete. We've got it. Hepster, great. There's Blue Boy, Hepster, Dan's had to go. Calabar man. What are you flying? Can I see? You are in the Skywagon. Want it? Oh, lovely. Ooh, that's going to be... I always find it a bit finicky on landing, the Skywagon, but good fun. Ryder, are you with us, my friend? Maybe. Alright, coming down and then on to Dublin to end this session. It's been a good couple of hours, hasn't it? How long has YouTube saying I've been up for? Tell. Why do I see that? I'll find out later. Oh, 2 hours, 3 minutes. Wow. See the pappy lights all lit up. Clear view of the runway now. Not a bother. Cessna 182. Skywagon and Pete's in the... Remind me again, Pete. Where are you? The B3... B35. I'm not sure I've flown that one, Pete. Right, touch you go here. I shall pause after I've taken off, just be aware, just to capture you landing. There's Ryder. Let's slow that aircraft down. Don't need to go full flaps, it's only a touch and go, not landing. Should be grand. Oh, no binding for undercarriage. Oh no, that's going to be an interesting one, Pete. Can you do it from the aircraft itself, the landing gear? That's what I do. When everything else fails, I go straight to the aircraft. Right, take it off autopilot. Calm down for a quick touch and go. Ryder's watching us there. Judge our landings, Ryder. Should be fine. Oh, bit off the centre line there, but never mind. I'm still on the runway. It's all grand. As long as you're on tarmac. Or whatever it is. Oh, let's just flare a little bit there. Not too much of this, and I'm coming off the runway there. Off we go again. Now. God, that's a lot of torque. Good grief. Yeah, I don't think my rudder pedals are fully synced. Never mind, I'll fix them. Oops, get off. Gears up, trim up a little bit there because it's going to put me down to terra firma. Active pause. Let's see your landings. There's Hepster coming in. Looking good. Are you going for it, Pete? Have you found your undercarriage? Andy-roo behind us there. Did you land already, Pete? So you lost you again there. Yeah, Pete, have you disconnected, my friend? Oh, hang on. Could be not. No, that's Ryder. And the Black Wing. Not sure. Let us know, Pete. I have to get going. Ryder's just coming onto the runway, so he must be with us there. He may be. Yeah, I'm going to carry on there, Pete. Let us know what's happening. I'll come round to my left. Put it back into GPS mode. And should be autopilot, nav. It's locked onto nav. And autopilot. All's golden. Build up that speed a wee bit. Did I have my car? Oh, never mind. Never mind, I made it. Now, what vertical speed setting have I got in there? That's pretty extreme. Let's go 700 feet per minute. It's fine. Don't want it slowing down too much. I think my brother's cooking. I can smell something. Smells good. So this will have to be my last port of call. He might not be making me anything, mind. He may. There we go, over to Belfast now. Let's see, Belfast. I didn't look at this. I kept it as a surprise for myself. What am I looking at? 60. Oh, lots of time for Belfast. Hang on a second. Okay, Belfast. It's given me an approach. Oh, bollocks. 28 right at Belfast. Dublin rather. It's given me an approach course on my... I didn't ask for that, but Never mind. So this will lead me onto the runway. ILS 28 right. Gonna look it up on Navigraph. Belfast Airports. Belfast. EIDW. EIDW. Belfast. Dublin. Good grief. Right, 28 right. Typical Huddison there. 28 right, ILS. So, ILS identity course will be 1110.15. 1110 decimal. ILS frequency 1110. Sorry, 110.15. 110.15. Identifier INDR. Thanks, Ed. Pete, what's happened to you? Let's take a look around. Might just have disappeared from... No, you've disappeared. Oh dear. Oh, thanks for joining us to Belfast anyway, Pete. Are you there? Hang on a second. No, it's Ryder, Hepster and... Calabarman. Well, there we go, 62 nautical miles, so this will be a nice long leg for us. And it's going to give me an approach, so you may want to follow me if you don't have... Oh, put it back into GPS mode. You may want to follow me if you don't have a course set in. I'll be flying the approach on this one, apparently. There's mountains ahead, I'll keep an eye on them. Not a problem. Gonna make see, yeah, absolutely. Hey, first time you've flown. Well, that's a good introduction to 2024. No one carried bollocks scraping. Thanks, Pete. You did well for your first flight there. I was crashing and burning all over the place on my first 2024 flight. Back in the beta. Behaves like a different beast, doesn't it? Daylight's fading. There's the sunset. Beautiful clouds. Beautiful weather there. Beautiful effects. Beautiful island. Look at that. That's Ireland for you people. Beautiful green country. Just need a Guinness, I'll be a happy chappy now. I just need an Irish Guinness, not the Guinness the crap to serve over here, I'm afraid. Although Manchester's not too bad, it travels well to Manchester, it didn't travel well to the south. It must come to Manchester first, I think. It tastes okay up here. People, bear with me. I'll keep you in that view just while we're flying along. I'm just going to have a quick word with my brother, just a moment. Sorry. Oh, back again. Yeah, he was home. I wasn't sure he was home. He is home, so it's all good. Cooking me tea. Very nice of him. Keep saying to him he doesn't need to cook me meals, but he likes to look after people. Right. So sorry about the silence there, but had to just have a quick word just to make sure that he doesn't turn off the internet and all that good stuff. So we got quite a few there. Mad Mick, good to see you. That's a name I recognise. Hepster, I recognise you too, of course. Ryder, I'm pretty sure I recognise your name. I think you've been in a few flights with us. And Calabarman, that's your new one to me, but welcome along if you're... Looks like you're flying with us. How's everybody's day been, by the way? So you can see our course coming up there. If I zoom into this map, it's given me an approach course automatically to fly along. So this is going to be interesting. It'll probably add a bit of time to the flights, but no rush. 53 nautical miles till then. Can I get a bit more speed out of this aircraft? Pulling back my propeller a little bit. Mixture's okay, that's fine. Actually, can I lean that a wee bit? I don't need to really at this altitude now. I'm going to push that back in. It didn't seem to like that. In fact, my propeller can go back. Oh, it's fine. No rush. So chaps, you're going to find me doing a lot of these kind of flights, and group flights as well, but I do like to connect to my audience rather than just chatting along to the people on the flights, because it gives you everybody a chance to take part then, or to partake. I think that's an important thing to do. Beautiful green island. So, okay, which looks the better? I'll tell you what, let's put it to a vote. Engage with your audience, start a poll. There we go. Which Ireland looks best? FS2020. FS2024, there you go, people. Give you something to do, so you should see the poll come at the top of the screen there. I'll keep an eye on that to see where people are voting. Oh, FS2024 is going well ahead there. It does, doesn't it? I've got a lot of time for 2020. It was a sim that got me really... Ah, Pete, you're back again. Great. It's a sim that really got me back into flying big time 2020, and a lot of us, in fact. But, you know, in terms of visualization, the effects that 2024 can give you are incredible. %. 2024 at the moment. Good to see people. Looks stunning, doesn't it? No doubt about it. It's very northern. No doubt about it. I'll just keep that pull up to the end of the flight, I think. Hello, Mr. Danny. How you doing, my friend? Is the Velocity 1 flight deck much better than the Logitech yoke? I have that one. Different reasons you would use the flight deck. If you like flying helicopters, it's good for that. I find the yoke the best Velocity 1 product personally because of the amount of options it gives you. I prefer yokes personally. Certainly when I'm flying GA aircraft, which I fly a lot, and airliners, I prefer yoke usage. But no, the amount of options the yoke gives you is ridiculous. The Velocity 1, it's one of the best yokes out there, aside from the little jerky movements in the elevator. But that can be compensated with the mod that I've done a video on, that kind of little fitting mod, which makes it almost perfect. No worries, no worries. Yeah, so it looks like you all prefer 2024, that's good. No, no worries, I know what you meant. I knew you meant the Velocity 1 yoke, yeah. Actually, I read it that way, anyway. Beautiful depiction there, isn't it? Oh, hills ahead, people. What's my altitude? I'm going to go up 1,000 feet, so 3,000 feet altitude. Vertical speed, 500 feet per minute. I mean, even things like I'm using the multi-panel for all that, but the Velocity 1 flight yoke, you can do all that with all the buttons. You can set all kinds of shenanigans up with it. There we go, we're coming over. Watched a 12-hour stream yesterday. Oh, of an Irish streamer. Is that Murphy by chance? Who flew around Ireland for St. Patrick's Day in 2024. It was gorgeous. Yeah. Wonderful. 24 hours. Eek. Maybe one day. I struggle. I mean, I've been streaming for 2.5 hours almost. 2 hours, 20 minutes. I'm okay, but I would struggle for 24. 13 volts so far, 69% for 2024. We have the multi-panel, easy peasy. Oh yeah, multi-panel is fantastic. It's the best additional hardware add-on. I'll have to do a video on that. I kind of spoiled it now though, haven't I? Okay, it's one of the best additional hardware add-ons you can get for your flight sim equipment. If you have PC, of course. Look at the cloud there, people. Look at that. That's where 2024 excels, really. You can get that in 2020, but not to that effect. In my opinion, of course. Are we heading in our area? Hope so. Yeah, we seem to be. Okie dokie. Yes, Murphy. Yeah. Was it live weather? Oh, thanks, Kevin. Please do a lot more of these flights. Yeah, yeah, 2020. I mean, would many of you be interested in me streaming 2020? I was thinking about it. Maybe helicopter flights, especially 2020. It's a lot easier, I've got to say. Yeah, certainly. Maybe a helicopter flight around New York or Australia. Don't do many Australian flights. It would be good to do. Anybody up for a bush trip? That type of thing. That could be fun. Done a video, downloading 2024. I haven't. What do you mean downloading, my friend? Use live weather and it was good for St. Patrick's Day. Brilliant, Anthony. I missed it. I was actually trying to get my... Well, I was working all day yesterday. I call it work, it's my work. Getting the video out for the force feedback stick. Setting it up and running it through its paces and all that shenanigans. So from morning till evening I was working on that one. Today I just fancied a flight, live stream flight. That's what I'm doing today. West Europe, and we're just coming to our last airport, Mike, I'm afraid. Coming to Dublin Airport on an ILS, on an approach, in fact, 28 right. Did I set in? Oops. Let me just react to something on very funny Pete on Discord there. Did I set in? Let me just check the correct 1110.15. Let me just double check on Navigraph. 1110.15 indeed. 278 course. Yeah, this will be our last landing for tonight, Mike, I'm afraid. Oh, one thing I can check. I'll put you in that view watching other folks for now. Sorry for zipping you about left, right and centre. The elevation of the airport, people, is airport elevation. It's always in different places for different... Ah, there we go, 243. 243 feet. Just for reference, so I'll come down in altitude. I don't need to be at 3,000 feet. 2,500 for an approach should be grand. go. Come down to 2,500. That'll speed me up a bit too. Coming up to our first part of our approach. 30 nautical miles. Just replied to Bren's there in Discord. I did come up north. There we go. See what's happening with the old chat there. Okay, on your right wing. Okay, let's check that. Let's check that one first. I'll come back to the rest of the chat in a moment. Oh yeah, I see you, Hepster. Very nice. Very nice formation flying there, my friend. Look at that for a view, people. Oh, you're checking that out. Just see. Yeah, certainly. That's the problem with Xbox, I'm afraid. There's a lot of things coming out for PC. A lot of equipment coming out for PC. It's the only way they can do it. Trust me, if they could get it on Xbox, they would. But with Xbox, the My App Pro is a must. It's like a multi-panel for Xbox. You crashed at your local, Pete. Oh no! I was coming in golden. Oh, okay. Not to worry. Thanks, Hepster. No worries. Do you like making videos and things? Now, where did you go to? Ah, there you are. Gotcha. Pete, are you still there? Have you... Advanced water? Yeah, I can see you now. Whoever that was in the chat. Hang on, I can't see that. That's the problem with these name tags. When it's white on white, it's virtually impossible to see. Sorry, my friend, I'm trying to get you white, I believe. You may be with us. There we go, there's Hepster again. Oh, Pete, I've got you. Yeah, gotcha. Andy Roo's still way back there. Are you coming, Andy? How far? 24 nautical miles. Not above her. Yeah, stunning stuff, isn't it, Anthony? The reflection on the water there. So yeah, I think the vote is for 2024 there. Right. Still a bit, yeah, it is fantastic. Look at the sun reflecting there and the shadowing on the water. It does do a lot of things right, doesn't it? It's coming together, guys, 2024. How are you finding it, Pete, generally? Are you still preferring 2020, or does it perform okay for you, 2024? Andy Roo's back with us, great. The Smorg. What the heck is a Smorg? Isn't that the dragon from Lord of the Rings? Hobbit? Smaug, isn't it? Smaug the dragon. Big fan of the Lord of the... Well, Tolkien's writings in general. His history on Middle-earth is fascinating as well. Fascinating reads. Silmarillion. I've got a first edition of that. Perfect condition. Which is not very impressive. There are millions of copies of first editions Silmarillions out there. Right, let me just double check, keep an eye on what's going on with our approach. 20 nautical miles to reach the first leg of our approach. If you see me turning, it's giving me an approach automatically, so I'll be following the approach. Which is a bit of a pain. I could just fly straight in. In fact, how far is... Let me just take a look at this. I might just go for a landing anyway. I might just ignore the approach because I can't be bothered with all that approach nonsense. It sounds terrible, but how do I get... Ah, there we are. Oops, no, no, no. Ah. That's what I wanted to do. Yeah, so once I hit the leg of the approach, I'll be flying straight for runway 28 right. It's going to be interesting. Got the identifier in nav 1, so I should be okay. I could probably avoid the approach here because it's a winding approach, which adds a lot to the flight. So it should be okay. ILS, once again, people. ILS for 28 right is 110. 110.15. 110.15. For those who need a course, it's 278 degrees, and it's identifier INDR. It's great to see so many of you join me, especially as it's an early stream. Advanced Warsaw may well be in over at Dublin at the moment, by the looks of things. There's my click, I'm just counting you out, Andy. Where's Hepster? Right, lost you, Hepster. I shouldn't move around too much because on YouTube that looks terrible when you just zoom around for whatever reason. Keep it there for the moment. Dublin is approaching. Well, we're approaching Dublin. So I think when I get to this leg, I can go straight for... I'll keep an eye on this. When this gets to about 20 nautical miles out, I shall change things up. I won't follow the approach. I'll just follow for the ILS. Essentially. Should work. Should. Pete, you are still there, that's great. Lost Hepster though. Calabar man still there. Oh, hang on, let's just zoom out. I won't do too much of this zooming around. Oh, there we go. Leave it there for the moment. Oh, you got the MyApp Pro, great, yeah, it's brilliant, isn't it? Fantastic. It's next specs thing to the multi-panel. I can actually, when you think about it, the MyApp Pro is a multi-panel and radio panel in one. So in fact, it's a bit more oh, there you are, Hepster. You're below me. Good in that respect. 15 volts, 73% for 2024, looking better. Ireland. Generally, I think, doesn't it? Nine nautical miles to the first fix, but like I said, I'm keeping an eye on this one, the bottom one here. When I get to about 25 nautical miles out from this, I shall activate... I shall go for the approach rather than fly the approach leg. Hope that makes sense. I'll go to localizer 1, essentially, and try and line up. Advanced water still there, Grando. This part's looking a bit bare. We'll get closer to it. Hopefully Dublin's more filled out. Beautiful city. Another beautiful city to visit, Dublin. 75% now. Ooh, well, I think it's got it, hasn't it? There we go. Night lights are coming on. Look, a bit of night lighting there. You can see it's. I guess it's getting to that time of day now where we are here in Manchester. Still quite a lot of light outside though. Not dark enough to turn the light on yet. Maybe a few lights, as you can see. Good timing, wasn't it? I just set off at real time thinking, yeah, let's do this. Now, can I get... I'm just going to check it. Can I get the localizer? I've got the localizer for runway 28, people. I'm going for that instead. So into heading mode. And I'm going to come around to my left. So you may want to follow me if you don't. Oh. Bear with me. Course 278. I've not set that in. We're almost there. 27. Oops. I could do that on the multi-panel too, but I'll do it manually. Bring my heading round so it's pretty much on there. Not a problem. There you go, it's looking better now. Look at that. Beautiful island. So just beware, people, you might want to follow me. Well, unless you can line up yourself if you got the identifier. You'll have no problem. So I'm ignoring the approach. I'm just going straight for the runway here, people, if you're wondering what I'm doing. Take that off because it's going to confuse people. I've got 10 nautical miles out, apparently. You need to come down, localizer. Let me just reduce the speed. If that's 10 nautical miles out. Yeah, it could be. Because it's ignoring the rest of the approach. Bringing that, reducing that throttle. Putting my cowls flaps back up. So ignore all this malarkey going on. Just keeping an eye on this now for the approach. I'll use my multi-panel just to make it easier on myself here. I'll put my gear down. I'm going to preempt gear down. That'll just give me a bit of drag. Should be golden. You can risk a quick look outside. A beautiful island. Yeah, you're all okay. All with me. In fact, I can go to stage 1. Flaps now. There's no reason why not. Just gives me a little bit of a reduced speed there. 247 IDNR, which is the correct identifier. Let me just double check. IDNR, INDR. Absolutely. So I know I'm golden. Once you've got all that information in, you know you got the right identifier. They have a unique identifier each ILS. So you know you got the right one that way. You're not locked onto the opposite direction. Low cloud over Dublin. Oh dear. Beautiful sight, people, isn't it? Look at that sun in the background there. What a beauty. Quick check on you chaps at home, you're all okay. If you get a footy, Cork is a better visit. Cork, I've been there, yeah. I've been all over Ireland, Anthony. Cycled the Ring of Kerry, which was beautiful. Kerry's beautiful as well. And Waterford is another favourite of mine. I do enjoy it there. But lived in Kilkenny for a while, good few years. I've got friends over there. I may go back. You never know. If I can get back there and live there, I would do. Very friendly bunch of people. Quite a few friends and people over there I know now. If you're a foodie, sorry I read that wrong. Cork is a better visit. What's good in Cork with the food, my friend? I didn't go in for any specialities when I was over there. I've got to say, Belfast has some of the best potatoes I've ever eaten. The chips and potatoes over there are incredible in Belfast. Okay, we're still landing. We're just going to cross the... Don't worry about this course. We're going to cross the threshold of the ILS, the beam, and then we should be set. Going to keep an eye on the... about a course of 180 at the moment. Keeping an eye on the glide slope indicators. I don't want them to come down. They should stay there. Brother's going to moan at me in a moment. I've cut you this food, you're not even eating it. Shall be there in a second, bro. He knows I'm live streaming. You might be watching me. So 16 volts, 75% Flight Sim 2024, looking the better sim. Guinness and Spuds. Absolutely, Pete. You got quite a few high-end restaurants over there in Belfast well, when I was there 15 years ago now, Pete. Some very swanky places in Belfast. Yeah, had a good time over there. Good memories. The whole of Ireland. Some of my favourite memories, generally. Look at the green. That's what Ireland looks like. If all these different hues of green. Beautiful. Okay, let's give you that again, actually. Let's keep an eye on the... No, we're okay for the localizer for the moment. I can see where we need to cross. Beautiful, beautiful. How are we doing? We've still got Andy Roo, Ryder, Mad Mick, Advanced Water, Hepster, PT still there. Sure you are somewhere, I'm just not seeing you. But you're in the chat, that's good enough for me. So you can see where I need to cross. When I cross this line, essentially, it should start to come down a course deviation line. And we go to approach. There's an English market, lots of artisan foods produced in West Cork. Oh, next time I'm there, Anthony, we'll go for a pint and you can introduce me to a couple of them. That'll be great. Pete, I must give you a visit, and Bren's up there too. In fact, we must do that. I must do an Irish visit and we'll get together. That'll be good. Good crack. Coming down. Get together and bring our laptops so we can do a flight in a pub over Guinness and Spuds. Why not? Yeah, the potatoes, it's difficult to explain, but they were so beautiful, so just perfect in Belfast. Very nice. Bob's over there too, isn't he? Young Bob. Go and meet Bob as well. Right, coming on to the approach. Anytime soon it should start. Localizer should start coming down. Course deviation lines should start coming down. Localizer lines, indicators are still where we want them. 9.5 nautical miles out from the runway, so this should time right, people. I'll do approach down here. I'll do it manually. So just wait for that line to come down any second. Keep in mind, the course deviation line is saying you're left or right of the runway in relative terms. There we go. Approach mode on. And we should be. It's an approach mode. Come on. It's not turning, is it? Why is that not turning? We're in... If you're not turning, I'll do it myself. I don't know what happened there, people. Approach mode. Why are you not triggering there? There we go. Now it's triggered. Now it's gone full approach. Strange. I don't think it's there yet with the instruments 2024. Remember, this is not creator approved aircraft, so you have to coax it sometimes. But now we're in a... We were in approach mode. I've got to get that course deviation line back in again and press approach again. Joys. That's okay, we can manage. Should be golden. I'll preempt approach now, and then when a line starts moving in, we should be okay. Bring that throttle back slightly. Now I'm going to have to turn light on. It's getting a little bit dark here. Just a second. Right, approach mode. Stay on it this time, you bugger. Slow enough, it shouldn't be a speed issue. There we go. We'll line up. It'll be grand. So if you're following me, apologies. There's a few of you following me. That's okay, I'm locked on now, people. 28 right, so it'll be the right runway. This one here. So 17 volts, 76%. Flight Sim 2024 looking better over Ireland. Agreed. Can I vote myself? Hang on a second. Doesn't give me the option. Never mind. Can I do anything else starting out? It's okay. Just checking on YouTube whether I can do something else. There's something else I wanted to do, but I can't at the moment. 10 degrees of flaps. Plenty of that. 6 nautical miles out. Full stop landing, people. Should be grand. Well done, hamster. Life is thinking, what the heck's going on here? I got half a dozen aircraft approaching me. He's in the A320. He's obviously doing his own thing. Right, we're on. Oh, I didn't keep an eye. We're on the glide slope. Slow down just to get it back towards the white taper on the speed ribbon. In fact, another stage of flaps. That'll get us there. There we go. All's golden. Nice flight, wasn't it? Oh, that was a memorable flight. Quite enjoyed that one. Getting a few more viewers now. You see, I think this time of day might be, well, you know, we've had a good number of viewers throughout watching. But, you know, when people come on from work, the UK crowd and the US are probably just waking up in many parts. So I'll stagger the streams for different times. I just fancy doing it. When you're ready to do it, sometimes you have to do it. And you can always watch it on YouTube, by the way, afterwards. Perfect. Pappy lights, of course. We're under ILS guidance. Again, let's just take a look at the people behind. Yeah, you're all grand. Got another person there, maybe with us. Maybe. Lars, how you doing? How are you keeping, my friend? 28 left. Oh, never mind, Hepster, you still got down. As long as you hit a runway, it's fine. So there we go, coming in. I'm going to take it off autopilot and control this. Keep the pappy lights as far as possible, but I can see the runway. I've lost the pappy lights already. I know, I can see where I want to land on the runway. Pappy lights are back in. Try and keep centre line, how do you send? Bit of wind around there, just be aware, chaps. Coming from our right as we fly. Yeah, it's knocking me off course a little bit, but should be okay, should be able to get back on. Coming down to land. No problem at all. It's floaty, floaty. Come on, touchdown, you sod. Come on. Have I touched down? I have now. There you go. How's that? Can't complain. Right, let's come off. Let's see if my rudder pedals are playing ball, just so I don't interrupt other people. I'll come off and pause just while I capture. Don't have my drone cam out, but it'll be fine that. Stop. There we go. There we go. So we got Mad Mick coming in first. Mad Mick 44. Come on, smoke it, my friend. Nice, smooth landing. Looks nice, Mad Mick. Looking good. That's absolutely grand. Well done. And we got, I think we got Trojan Rabbit, the Trojan Wabbit behind us. Don't know if he's with us. We got Ryder coming in. Looks like he's down. And Andy Roo. Well done, Mad Mick. Looks great. Yeah, Ryder, you smelt that. Very nice. Keep the afternoon flights, I shall do, Kevin. I'll keep them both. Thanks, Hepster. Great to have you along, my friend. Well done, Andy Roo. Trojan Wabbit. I don't know if you're with us, but we're all down here. I think he might be coming in. Let's just see him land. Why not? I've got a minute. Got a moment. Another minute. What? He might be flying over us. In fact, he might not be with us. The Wabbit. The Wabbit is flying over us. Yeah, he's not landing here. Listen, folks at home, thanks for watching. Thanks for the company. Those who join me, that's fantastic. Let's do more of this. Flights together. I'll be streaming to YouTube especially more often, just so I can get you involved as well. Thank you, my friends. I shall see you soon.